Hey, what's up? This is Coach Mark back with another motivational moment. And in this motivational moment, I want to talk about the power of reframing. What is that? Okay, so as a licensed coach, one of the tools that we learned how to do as I was going through getting my certification was reframing. And this was a new experience for me, and this was something that I had not heard of at the time. So think about reframing. Okay, so the best way to look at it is, say that you have a picture on the wall, and you say, oh, this picture looks good, but it will look so much better with the colors in my room, with the design of my house, if I change the frame of it. So watch, you see where I'm going? Okay, so I will change the frame. So it may have a glossy white, like these pretty walls in this sterile environment that I'm in. And you say, oh wow, it will look amazing if I change the white frame into a different color to make the picture pop just a little bit. And so you reframe the picture, and it makes the world of difference in the house and the design of the room and everything by reframing the picture. So reframing is taking a different look at something and imagining it in a different light or a different frame. So say that something happens to you, and the first thing that most humans do is we look at for the negative. I mean, it's just a human nature. It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you off or something wrong with you. It's just who we are as an individual. So if someone comes into a room, and at the moment that they come into the room, or you walk into a room, at the moment that you walk into the room, there's a group that starts laughing. It's at the exact moment. Most people would, at that moment, say, they're laughing at me. I don't know why humans do that, why we do that. Like I'm not a human. I don't know why we do that, but that's the first thing we do is our mind goes to the negative. And so if we take that, what do you think our response is? It's going to make us uncomfortable. We're going to get in our feelings, so deep in the feelings. Yes, we're going to get in our feelings and our emotions. So we're going to respond different. So we're going to be looking at them a little bit differently. We may interact with them. And then what's going to happen? They're like, oh, he has some negative energy, or he's acting funny. What's wrong with you? And they're going to start responding. And you create this cycle of negativity and ideas that all started with the assumption, or you looking at something from the frame of they were laughing at me. So what will happen if we took that and reframed that picture, and instead of saying, hey, they're not looking at me. What? They're not looking at me. Maybe something happened that caused them to laugh when I came into the room. Now you're going to reframe how you feel. You've reframed the picture. So now with your reframing, you're going to respond differently. You're going to act differently. And then you're not going to create this cycle of negativity that may happen as a result of if you saw it in a certain way. As an Aries, I have a tendency to overthink everything. I mean, something could happen and I could tell you, oh, this is what she said, this is what he said, then she said this, and then he said this, and I didn't have a clue on what was said. All of it was based off assumption. So I had to start training my mind to reframe situations and not look at the negative, or to focus on the positive of the situation, Or what lessons can I learn from the situation? That was just an article that came out in Inc. that says that in Fortune 500 companies and leaders, those that are quite inept and have the ability to reframe tend to perform a lot better in the workplace than those that are not incorporating that skill. So I'm encouraging you to not always look at the situation from a negative point of view, but reframe it and say, what are the good things out of it? What can I learn from it? Or what is the beauty in this situation? Reframe your thinking. Now, this is a muscle. Your mind may automatically go to the negativity of the situation or the situation, but you can reframe that in your mind right after it says, no, this is how I'm going to look at the situation. All right. I want to know, how does this show up in your life? Do you struggle with always identifying the negative, and it's hard for you to see the beauty of situations? And you could benefit from reframing. Or how do you reframe situations, and what does that look like for you? This is Coach Mark. Listen, if you like this content and if you want more, then press the like or subscribe button. I love to interact with my audience, and I would love to be friends with you. Can we talk? I want you to be my friend. All right. As always, let's be better, do better, and of course, we'll get better. This is Coach Mark, and I'm out.